When someone hurts us through words, actions, or silence, immediate tendency is to react. A reaction is not a sign of strength. It is a reflection of disturbance. To react is to allow another to control the state of your inner world. If they provoke you and you explode, you are no longer free. You are bound by their action. That is why in the Shaolin tradition, we train not the hand first, but the mind. Stillness is not weakness. It is not passive acceptance of injustice. It is the art of remaining grounded when the winds of emotion try to uproot you. When someone speaks with the intention to hurt, their energy is already in chaos. If you mirror it, then you simply join that chaos. But if you remain rooted in awareness, you offer them no enemy to fight, only a mirror that shows them their own unrest. Never confuse silence with defeat. It is the strongest warrior who can hear insult and not need to return it, because he knows the words do not define him. Your worth is not found in another's opinion of you, is revealed in your own response to them. Therefore, never react blindly. Observe. Let the first wave pass. Reaction is of the ego. Reflection is of the spirit. The one who can pause, breathe, and witness even pain without retaliation is the one who is truly mastering life. This is the first gate of emotional discipline. To not react is not suppression. It is understanding the higher path. To master the art of not reacting, we must begin with awareness. The question is not, why did they hurt me? But rather, why does it hurt? What part of me is being touched? Is it pride, expectation, memory? When you begin to observe pain, instead of immediately defending against it, you begin to transform. In the Shaolin temple, we were taught that pain is the messenger. Whether physical or emotional, it carries wisdom, but only if you listen. If you react too quickly, you silence the messenger before it finishes speaking. And most people, they are in such a rush to avoid pain, they never understand what it was trying to teach. Every time someone hurts you, life is presenting a lesson. It might be about your boundaries. It might be about attachment, or it might be about your need for external validation. The pain reveals something hidden within you, not just something wrong with them. To not react, then, is to become a student of your own inner world. You cannot control what others do, but you can choose your response, and that choice becomes your power. The moment you pause instead of react, you reclaim energy. You rise above the immediate and enter the timeless space of awareness. This is the beginning of true mastery. Non-reaction is not laziness, it is not fear, it is discipline. A spiritual warrior does not need to prove his strength through anger or retaliation. His strength is in restraint, in knowing he could respond but chooses not to, because he sees farther than the moment. There is a deep teaching in the Tao: do nothing and nothing will be left undone. This does not mean inaction, it means right action, responding not from ego but from clarity, from stillness. This is what non-reaction gives you, the space between the trigger and the response. In that space, you choose who you are becoming. Many people confuse reaction with justice. They believe, if someone hurts me, I must strike back to restore balance. But true balance is not restored by more hurt, it is restored by wisdom. By stepping out of the game of hurt and hurt back, only then can healing begin. Every time you choose not to react, you are sending a message to your subconscious. I am not a slave to my emotions. I am their master. Over time, this becomes your natural state, not one of suppression, but one of peace. A peace no one can take from you. Many people react because it gives them a false sense of control. Someone insults you, You shout back, no, you feel strong. But are you really? Or are you simply acting out of your own wound, your own unhealed pain? Reaction is often the ego's way of avoiding vulnerability. We must learn to sit with the discomfort of being misunderstood, insulted, or hurt without needing to defend ourselves instantly. This is not because we are weak, but because we are cultivating true strength. Strength that is rooted in understanding, not aggression. If someone throws mud at you and you throw it back, now both of you are dirty. But if you remain calm, the mud falls. The other sees their reflection in your stillness. Often, this alone causes transformation because silence can be louder than words. This is the paradox. The less you react, the more power you actually hold. The one who reacts is controlled. The one who observes is free. So ask yourself, do you want to be powerful? Or do you want to appear powerful? One is lasting, the other is temporary. When another person hurts you, it is easy to see them as the cause of your suffering. But wisdom asks a deeper question. Why am I disturbed? Where does this reaction come from? What inside me has not yet healed? The truth is, every conflict is a mirror. If you react with anger, there is anger within you. If you react with fear, fear was already present. The other only brought it to the surface. This is the painful gift of life. It reflects our inner world through external situations. To not react is to stay with the reflection, to learn from it. In the monastery, we were often tested not with violence, but with words. A master may insult you not to shame you, but to see how deeply your ego is rooted. Would you be offended? Or could you remain like still water, undisturbed by the stone? In that stillness, insight arises. So when someone hurts you and you feel the rise of emotion, do not rush to respond. Pause, breathe, observe, ask, what part of me is being revealed? And when you see it clearly, thank the situation. It has given you a chance to grow beyond it. This is the silent strength of the mindful warrior. In modern society, strength is often mistaken for dominance. The louder one speaks, the more one resists, the stronger they appear. But real courage is found in restraint, in the ability to face insult, pain, or even betrayal with composure. This does not mean you become passive, but you become deliberate. You choose when and how to respond, not out of emotion, but from wisdom, because you are not here to match another's energy. You are here to master your own. The strong man hits back. The wise man waits. He sees whether the battle is even worth fighting. He knows that many times what others say or do has nothing to do with him. People project their pain, and you must decide, will you carry it or let it fall? In the Shaolin tradition, we were reminded constantly, you must not let your sword leave its sheath unless absolutely necessary. This is true for your words as well. Restraint is not weakness. It is clarity, and in clarity you are always free. It is important to understand, not reacting does not mean you suppress what you feel. Suppression is dangerous. It stores the emotion in the body, where it becomes tension, illness, or aggression later. Non-reaction is not suppression, it is transcendence. You must still feel the emotion. Let it rise. Notice it fully. Be honest with yourself, but do not let it drive your actions. This is the key. Emotions are visitors. You acknowledge them. You bow to them, but you do not let them take the lead. In moments of pain, sit with it. Inhale, exhale. Watch the sensations in the body. Observe the thoughts. Let them come, let them go. This is how pain is processed, not by ignoring it, but by welcoming it without attachment. Over time, this awareness creates a shift. You begin to realize, I am not this anger. I am not this fear. These are clouds. I am the sky. The clouds pass, but the sky remains. This is the power of mindfulness. It allows you to rise above reaction, not by force, but by understanding. Pain, if you allow it, becomes a great teacher. But if you react, it becomes a trap. You stay stuck in the cycle, hurt and hurt back, blame and defend. True growth comes when you pause and ask, what is this moment showing me? What lesson is life offering now? You see, most people live in resistance. This should not have happened, but it did. Now what? You can either cling to your version of how things should be or learn from how things are. This is the beginning of freedom. Acceptance is not weakness, it is wisdom. Let the hurt soften you, not harden you. Let it deepen your understanding of yourself and others. Many people who hurt you are in pain themselves. They don't know another way to express it. That doesn't excuse their actions, but it does explain their confusion. So, instead of reacting, reflect. Ask yourself, what strength is life trying to grow in me now? Is it patience, forgiveness, self-respect? Let the hurt be your path to wisdom. Then, even the most painful moment becomes a step toward inner mastery. Life will test you, people will fail you, words will sting, expectations will be broken. This is not a personal failure. It is part of the path. The question is not whether you will be hurt. The question is, will you remain centered through it? In the martial arts, we train balance, but not just of the body, of the mind. Can you remain still when everything around you is moving? Can you be like the mountain strong, unmoving, even as the winds rage? This is the ideal of the mindful warrior. When someone tries to provoke you, imagine this. You are a deep lake. They throw a stone. It creates ripples, but the stone sinks and the surface returns to stillness. This is what you practice. Not immunity to pain, but the ability to return to peace quickly and deeply. This is not easy. It requires practice, awareness, and self-inquiry. But with time, it becomes natural. You stop reacting, you start responding with thought, with heart, with wisdom. And in doing so, you become unshakable. In the end, remember this. Your greatest power is peace. Not the peace of avoidance, but the peace of understanding. When others lose themselves, you stay centered. When others attack, you stay rooted. This is true strength. Let them say what they say. Let them do what they do. You cannot control that, but you can control your inner world, your breath, your response, your energy. And when you do, you realize they can hurt your name, but not your nature, your outer world, but not your essence. The Shaolin way is not about fighting every battle. It is about choosing which battles are worthy. And most often, the highest battle is the one within. Between the ego that wants to react and the awareness that chooses peace. So the next time someone hurts you, do not react. Observe, breathe, choose. In that moment, you are no longer just a human being. You are a master in the making. And that is the real victory.